up? This is Rama Screen, and in the anticipation of Unhuman arriving on digital June 3 from Epix, I'm here talking with the star of this new horror film, Brianne Tju. How are you, Brianne?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Congratulations on the movie. Quick side note, I'm Indonesian, so when I found out you're part Indonesian,
So I was going to ask you, I just saw your name and I'm reading it on the screen right now and I was like, huh, I wonder if he's Indonesian, Malaysian or something. That's awesome. That's so cool. I've never been interviewed by a fellow Indonesian, so this is really special.
man, let me ask you this then, Brianne. Going from Scream, the series, to what you did, I know what you did last summer, to Unhuman. I mean, you are kicking butt in the horror thriller genre. What made you want to come back to this particular world again, again, again? And what do you find fascinating about it?
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I have done a lot of horror in my career, and it's funny because when I get a script, it's not really the fact that it's horror that draws me to it. It's the character, it's the director's vision, it's the overall story and relationships between the characters that really draw me in. And then on top of it, it ends up being horror, you know. And so I was really drawn to this project because of Marcus Dunstan, the director, and just his unique, incredible vision and being able to take a very popular type of film, which is, you know, like this coming of age high school film that we've seen John Hughes do, and turn it on its head was really exciting for me. And, you know, horror is always fun to do because it's so outside of the realm of real life that you kind of get to expand your imagination and put yourself into situations that you didn't think you'd ever find yourself in.
Let me follow up on that because I felt scared for you the whole time watching this film the other day. What do you usually do acting wise, performance wise, to get yourself in that mindset? I mean, what method, what process did you do to pull off that genuine terror on your face?
I mean, I think a lot of it is circumstantial, you know? I think it can be as simple as looking at this situation and imagining yourself in it. If you were being chased by a bunch of zombies in the middle of nowhere with no help whatsoever, and they're fast zombies, they're not slow zombies, you know, I think it would be pretty horrifying. And so there is a stretch in terms of your imagination. And then at times I will take, you know, horrifying things that have happened in my life and probably expand on that and exaggerate it a little bit. But you know, there's always the risk of it being unrealistic, especially when the circumstances of the film are, like I said, outside the realm of normal life. So it's finding ways to make it grounded and true to the character and keeping them human and relatable.
Speaking of character, your character's name is, I believe, Amber, right?
Ever.
Ever, I'm sorry, Ever. Yeah,
That's okay.
she strikes me as someone who straddles between wanting to fit in and wanting to speak up or stand up to bullies. Like she's still trying to figure out which camp she wants to be in or she's a part of. Is that a correct assessment of her, or how did you resonate with your character?
Yeah, I think that is a correct assessment. I think that she's like a lot of us in high school. We're dealing with insecurities. We're wanting to fit in. We're wanting to be accepted. And you know, I think her best friend Tamara, the reason they're kind of at a point of contention at the beginning of the movie and throughout is that she is willing to change herself and sacrifice her sense of self in order to fit in with these popular kids. And Ever is interesting because she's not really willing to do that. She's not really willing to sacrifice who she is in order to just fit in, and which kind of puts her in the position of feeling invisible and being completely unincluded in everything. And I think it's a balance of finding your sense of self, accepting that and honoring it, but then also giving other people a chance. And I think that was Ever's biggest fault that she overcomes is, you know, not believing in herself, but also just not believing that anyone would actually accept her if she put herself out there, you know? And so throughout this process, she goes through this transformation that ultimately saves everybody in her own life. And she's super cool because of that. But she really comes into her own and finds her voice. And I think the power that she presents in the end is because of that. And she also gets to repair her friendship with her best friend.
What was the most challenging part of shooting this film? Was it the bucket load of fake blood splatter? Was it running through the woods? Was it that warehouse that looked like you could any minute you could step on any rusty nail.
Yeah, tetanus was a big fear. But it's I mean, it was all so fun. It was just such like a heightened um, physical, emotional experience, but in the best way possible. And we had such a great ensemble cast that was just so talented and was so game for anything. I think that was a big thing, is that everyone was really game to push the limits of what was possible. And I mean, I really loved I loved Ever's hair and makeup and the special effects and stuff, but I really loved seeing everybody else's as well. Like, I think that there was a lot of thought put into, yes, this is the stereotype that you portray. Let's put that on you. Let's make that very obvious to the audience. And then we slowly see people like start to get messy, like jackets, pieces of clothes are taken away, and for me it signified people's armors being taken away, and then um people's shoes getting dirty, and it was like, okay, so your perfection, your glamour is, it's being tainted in this situation, and that maybe these masks that we have actually don't protect us as much as we think. And so I think the wardrobe, the special effects, and the hair and makeup was a really fun aspect for me.
Quick fun hypothetical question. In a zombie apocalypse, what would be your custom weapon? Is it a flamethrower, barbed wire bat, something you put together with a duct tape?
Oh, I mean, a flamethrower sounds cool. And I feel like it'd be very beneficial. Like, I personally don't know how to start a fire, without a lighter or anything. So I think a flamethrower would keep you warm. You could, like, boil water and have clean drinking water. And then you could also, like, destroy these zombies. And I think in most movies that I watch, zombies and fire don't really get along well. So I would go with flamethrower.
Ah, me too. All right. So, and finally, this is more of a statement in this Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. As a fellow Indonesian, we just want to say we're proud of you, Brianne. We are cheering you on, and thank you for representing us out there in this business.
Thank you so much. That's so sweet. I'm gonna cry.